Thanks for tuning in to the Daily Driver Show. I am your host, Trucker Dave. And right now I'm in Pennsylvania, but my hair feels like it's going everywhere. Like, what is going on up here? It's just... oh, it's a mess right now. I took my Bluetooth off, and it just feels like my hair is just all over the place. Usually how it goes when you don't straighten it after a shower. I'm trying to tuck it behind my ears. Oh man. Today's been a pretty good day so far. We started Western Ohio this morning, and it had a pretty sky. I had checked the weather, and it wasn't really supposed to rain at all. And then a little bit later on, it started raining, but that cleared up. Here we are now near Belafonte, whatever. We're just north of State College in Pennsylvania. And it's been going pretty smooth. These mountains are kind of a pain right now because I am a little heavy. But, you know, these trucks sometimes, the older trucks, they don't really have much of a problem getting up the mountains. But these newer ones, they bog down so easily. It's insane. You just gotta take it nice and easy sometimes up these mountains. I just set my cruise control at a certain speed, and I just kind of let it do its thing. It doesn't matter if I'm standing on it or if I'm just letting it do its thing. It's gonna go the same speed. Nothing I can do about it. These automatics just are absolutely terrible. I'd much rather have 13 speed or even an 18 speed pulling these mountains. I'd much rather have that, but you don't always get that. So oh well. Hop over here. I'm gonna jump in behind you here. The right lane's gonna close up ahead. He's going faster than me anyway, so I had time to get over, but then I'd be right in front of him, and he's going to try to go right to go around me, and then that lane's going to close, and then we're in this battle of what's going to happen here. So it's easier just to let him go. Let him do his thing. It's now a construction zone. Speed limit's 55. He's still going, so I'll let him do his thing, whatever. Not going to slow me down at all. I'm not getting a speeding ticket in the construction zone. Nope. Never had one before. I'm not about to start. This is strange. Usually we're able to stay on the right. They always say trucks keep right. Well, they got that all closed off now, so we'll go left. I have been on the left side through here before, and it was really, really tight with how they had these. What are these? They're not cones, they're not barrels, these little signs or whatever. It was extremely tight how they had it. So I always stayed right. And then now we're going left. Yeah, because it was pretty much on this line they had those signs. So you were like kissing this wall almost the whole time. It was not fun. Not fun whatsoever. Do you hear that rattling? I don't know if the camera picks it up or not, but that rattling is my steering wheel spinner. The suicide knob. I finally broke down and bought one a while back. I had never used one. Years ago, when I got out of trucking school, I went over the road, and my trainer, he had one, and I never touched it. And then one day I was getting lined up at a dock, and he was just like, use the spinner. I'm like, eh. So I tried it. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I couldn't handle it. I was like, no, I can't do it. So I never did. And he's just like, it'd make your life so much easier and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I can't handle it. I just don't like it. I'm not comfortable with it. I've never touched one before in my life. How am I supposed to start now? And I was still a new driver. Like I said, I just got out of trucking school and I went right over the road. And I was with him for a month. And then I was on my own after that. And I finally thought, you know what, let me just buy one and try it. Because I've gained my ability, and I have what I like to think of as a high level of confidence in my training and my ability. So I was like, let me just buy one and try it. So I went on Amazon and I bought this. And it wasn't that expensive. It was like 16, 17 bucks. I figured I'll start with that. If I like it, if I want to get a better one, I can. I'll go to a truck stop and get it. You know, they're going to run anywhere from like 30, 40 bucks I've seen at truck stops for decent ones. So I got it hooked up. I did put the piece of rubber underneath it to somewhat protect the steering wheel, because this is a newer truck. It's a 2021, and I don't want to trash my steering wheel. So I put the rubber underneath it just to somewhat help that out a little bit. And the first couple of days I had to keep tightening it down. A couple times a day I'd have to get that little Allen key and get up under here and actually like tighten it down, and that was a pain. But now the thing is sturdy. The first time I used it getting lined up to a dock, I don't know what happened. I kind of got a little screwed up because I was focusing on, you know, it was different to me. But then after that I kept doing it. Now it's like, holy crap, I could not imagine trying to drive without it. Especially making turns and everything. Like at intersections, it's just so much smoother. Plus, I got a lot of buttons on my steering wheel. So I come through an intersection and I'm turning the wheel, you know, I'm bumping buttons and everything, and the volume's going up on the radio, and I'm honking the city horn, and I'm setting the cruise control and changing the screens and everything, and I just couldn't take it. I'm like, ah. But with this here, that doesn't happen. So I'm very pleased with having that. Wish I would have had it a lot sooner. I didn't realize how much of a pain it actually was without it. You know, my arm hurts though. I got stung by a yellow jacket right up here, and my whole arm has swelled up. And that was a couple days ago. That was what? That was over the weekend I got stung. And it's still a little tight, that's all. My wife, Mrs. Driver, she got stung about a week before that. And she got stung like somewhere near her ear. Ouchie. I couldn't imagine that. Not like the initial sting. The initial sting, it doesn't hurt, you know, too terribly bad. Just a little prick. But then it's that that swelling and the tightness and just how it itches and everything else. I mean, it went all the way down my arm, and it's just now starting to kind of go away. But we had a big yellow jacket nest at home. I mean, we kept spraying it, it wouldn't help. So I eventually just took the pressure washer over the weekend too, and I just started trying to get that thing out of there, but they are completely, they're in there. So no matter what I do, I can't get them out. A friend of mine he does stuff with honeybees. Well, he doesn't remove yellow jacket nests or anything like that, but he's like, I'll put some 7 dust on them. Well, great. But with where they're at in the awning, you can't get to them. I can't get 7 dust in there. There's just no way. So, I don't know what to do about the yellow jackets. I got to get it taken care of. I put washer fluid in the pressure washer, and I was just pressure washing it. Got that whole little side of the house clean, but I just can't get them gone. And it's right by our breezeway door when you walk in. So they're just taking over everything. You can't even hardly walk outside without them swarming. It's funny, the last couple of days, like yesterday, I think the high, was it yesterday? What's today, Tuesday? Yeah, yesterday, Monday, up on the northern tier, like in Wisconsin and Illinois, the high was like 58 degrees, and it was that heavy mist, light rain all day, and it was chilly, and we got a little chilly last night. And I thought, oh, good, we're coming into like the fall weather now, where it's in the low 60s, high 50s, and it just drops at night. Oh yeah, it is now 88 degrees, and that sun's coming right through the windshield. It is hot. I got the air conditioning on in the sleeper. I got it on full blast plus recirculator up here. It's still hot. I was going to say cold, and that's not right. The air conditioning in this truck works really good. It really does. I mean, that's cold. So I'm not complaining one bit. I like the heat, but I really like the cold better. Just put me in the mountains in wintertime. Just throw me out there and say, here, there you go. I'm happy. I love the cold. I don't like the heat at all. But what are you going to do? That's the way it goes. You get this crazy weather this time of year, and you just have to plan for it. Trucking, if you're not dealing with the weather, you're preparing for it. And that's just kind of how it goes. That is just how it goes. Well, the delivery's done. I already delivered that last load there. Got it empty. Now I'm going to stop this. Well, there's a Love's here at the 23. I wonder if I should I should stop there. What do I got? An hour and a half? I'm gonna head into Harrisburg, and I'm gonna stop there for the night. Current time is about almost 5:30 local time, and tomorrow I'm gonna be heading down into, well, just outside of Pittsburgh. Just outside of Pittsburgh for the load. That's a live load. Get loaded there, and then I'm heading, see from there, I'm going to be heading back north. So that'll be good. Be a good week. How big does this Love's book? Should I risk it? Or should I just stop? I'm going. The ramp's right there. I'm not even prepared to slow down to hop on it, so. Looks like there's plenty of parking there, though. Oh well. We'll be good. The place I'm going to is probably somewhere around 40 miles away, so that'll knock off 40, 45 minutes tomorrow. About 40 miles, right? I don't know. I think so. It should be. It should be about 40 miles or so. I looked at the map before going, and then that was it. So I'm not 100% sure, but I know where I'm going at least. So that'll be fine and dandy. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off here. Thanks for tuning in today. Subscribe. You idiot. I've seen it before it happened. Four-wheeler in the left lane there. He was coming up, and he was getting real close to the car that was in front of him. I knew what he was going to do. And he did it. He whipped right in front of me and went around the car in front of him. I hit the brakes. Safe travels, brother. But anyways, thanks for tuning in today. Subscribe to the channel, like these videos, leave a comment if you want, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day, and have a great hike.